Good morning, guys. Good morning. What's up, Freddie? What's up, YouTube? Everybody get in here and get populated. Get their pens and paper out. What's up, Mom? Am I still frozen? Everything looks like it's working on my end. It's probably your internet. It's your internet. What's up, Owen? What's up, Brian? Jess? Hades? What's up, Morgan, Ryan? Hey, guys, we'll start here in 20 seconds. Get the morning report going. If you're new here, let me know. All right, guys, good morning. Happy FOMOC Day, Wednesday, 7/29. So our biggest catalyst today will be the FOMOC rate cut decision or rate decision, as we're not rate cut, but rate decision. That drops at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 30 minutes later, Kevin Warsh will be speaking. That will move the market. Rumors have it that he might do a slight hike, but I think a hold is what's going to happen. So what I look for in day trading today is that, generally speaking, on days like this, it runs really slow. Because why not? The markets are just going to hold its breath until the rate cut decision. And usually, as it's chilling, it's a mild upward bias. It's just an anecdotal evidence to what I've seen. Although we had pre-market catalyst that Donald Trump said we are going to bomb the fucking shit out of Iran. I think those were his words, or real close to his words. So yeah, this megalomaniac, I think, is going to try to put boots on the ground. And if that happens, you can kiss the stock market goodbye. You're going to see a 20% drop, right? And we're seeing the drops in the indices right now. So we don't have movement, but because he's just been on TV saying that due to the attacks on Iran, we're going to come just smash, or due to the attacks in Jordan, we're going to start smashing Iran. So the markets are moving. We might get some trades here. The NIMO, let's look at the oscillators. +3. The NAMO, -24. Not consequential, guys. VIX is at 18, which is just ludicrous to me. So nothing in that information that will help with directionality. Will play it when it does. Let's get into the indices. Guys, we're dropping here. We do have long bias, but we're going to play shorts below that hourly bias in VWAP. So you got a second read setup coming in here. And remember, it won't call it because it's against bias. But with this negative news, this is looking like it's going to be a bounce. And then when it breaks that level, down we go, right? So if you want to play the 1 minute cross down, you can short around 74.62, put your stop loss, 10 points to get you above the VWAP. Safe trade. We are playing non-confirmed bias flip, but with the hourly bias higher. So, but let's look at that on the hourly. How close is it? It's pretty close. So again, you can take shorts here. If you're a member of my VIP, like we do trades in the war room, we have Asian session trades, we have education, we have matrix trading, and then I also this morning put an oil trade in there for folks this morning, alerted everybody. So I put in a pre-market trade. But ES is looking like a short. Same thing here. Ooh, see, it's breaking this level. All right, so the break of 29.56 is, and then the retest. You can play this again as a second short, non-confirmed, below bias price. Okay, this standard operating procedure. So your next short opportunity is 57 to 60. Keep an eye on that. If that happens, that'd be, you could do a 5-point hunt, or if you think the news just continues to get worse, you just trail it down. NQ coming out of this box. I think you can short the VWAP here, guys, to tell you the truth. Right? Blaine, you shorted at 27,911. Yeah, that's yeah. You can be above the key level here or above that swing high depending on your risk. But I like this VWAP short here. You know, NAS is a little resilient, but we do have short bias. We are in torsion. So let's check torsion. That's when the 30-minute and 1 hour do not agree. How close are we to coming out of that? If price breaks down into here, okay, it could happen in the next 30 minutes. We could be all aligned red and you've caught it from the VWAP, right? So let's go back to the 1 minute. So, you know, short around, you know, 900, 850 to 900. This zone right here is probably pretty slick. Okay, and that's with bias. So let me put that in. All right, oops. Let's make a box in a box, shall we? Somewhere there. Oops. Now it is shorting the NAS with a negative catalyst. All right, let's get to, I see some of you guys' questions. I'll get to them. YM, same thing, shorts. So we did have some green pre-market when I was up this morning, and then it's just all rolling over. So next short opportunity would be near this all-time high anchored VWAP. I think we're going to head down, guys. That was pretty ugly verbiage by the president. Imagine that. That guy saying stupid shit. So look, shorts right in here. And can you imagine trailing this and then a rate hike happen? Holy shit. That'd be a massive amount of money. There's a short zone. That's aligned with bias, and that would be technically a second read. So you're trading the system. Gold sold off as soon as he said that around 8 o'clock, 8:15, hit the 4,000 box and then bounced about 20 points. I think some buys exist here at 4,000, maybe just a hair lower to bottom side of the box for 10 points. But that zone is getting weaker, and that's going to be a negative catalyst. But it's a question, can we get 10 points out before it falls through? We'll keep it on it. Everything is short. The next short opportunity is going to be right up there at that VWAP, right? Or just below it at 21. So if we can get in here, guess what? I'm going to draw the zone. Somewhere in there. There you go. Now, gold futures, we're at active month and front month. You can roll it over to, this is June, July, September's contracts. Is it September? I'd have to look. But you can play both. Like this is Q contracts. It's par pricing with, my broker's still offering them. Or you can go, let's see what the next contract is. August, is it September? No. Let me find the active month. Give me a second. It would be, it's October? Yeah. Yeah, October. So V contracts, you can see it's at 42. So this is the active month. So you can trade Q through Thursday evening, or you can start trading V contracts. Okay, they both have enough volume. If I go back to Q, you'll see. I'll leave V up. But anyway, it's still the same story, guys. Shorts are here. You can see 3-month out contracts have pricing higher in gold. So it's what's known as a contango or normal relationship. All right. Oil. This is the trade I called for my traders in my VIP. I said to buy this zone. Actually, when I sent the alert, it was at about 825. I said buy between 884 and 84.15. I had a trigger set at 84.05. It sat in this zone for almost 15 minutes. So 10 to 15 minutes. So my traders had plenty of time to enter this trade. I do have I didn't confirm that. So I initially called a 50-cent stop loss. I said, once it's 50 cents in the money, go break even. So there you go. I've adjusted the trade break even, and I have a price, a TP at 86, and this is trailable, right? So there you go. Currently up in this trade, alerted to my group. Pre-market call for everybody. Benefits of being in my VIP, guys. All right, guys, I exist here to help you guys out. If you have tickers or questions, throw them in the chat. Remember, I'm here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you start following my backup account, The Student Alpha. The Student Alpha, right? Because who knows, it's only a matter of time before Meta completely removes this account just because Meta sucks. And then also, guys, make sure you follow Alpha Beta Report to get a free live on Fridays at 11 a.m. There you go. It's posted now on Instagram. That's ran by Crypto John for 30 minutes. He's an expert like I am. He's phenomenal. And when I can, I join him. I'm not sure about this Friday. I have to check my schedule, but awesome. It's an awesome time had by all. Make sure you get there. It's free. I mean, it's hopefully free is not too expensive for you. All right, let's get to your questions. YouTube, what do you got? Jesse says, say rates get cut. Then if rates get cut, they're not going to get cut. If anything, Jesse, they're going to hike them. I'm calling for hold, but if there's like a 0% chance they cut rates. That would be absolutely insane. Good job, Ryan, on your short of NQ. This is what I like to see, guys. My traders learning the system and applying it themselves, right? Instead of having me fish for them all the time. Yes, that's true, Blaine. Seasonality, the market usually doesn't do well in midterm years. Yep. Q4 should be good, but it's been crazy. All right. Instagram. Let's see what you guys have. Again, questions, tickers, put them in the chat box. If you're new here, let me know. Yeah, I mean, we're taking shorts against bias because we're below bias price in some of these, other than oil. As far as, I mean, you could trade December contracts. I have to check the volume on that, but the next one with volume's October contracts. And Intel. So I think you have to be careful buying anything right now. Just find discount levels. So see this gap? I'd done this one before. This gap still exists here. So we extend it out. The Fibonacci still, oh, look at that. Guys, if you ever want, oh, let me move this. If you ever wonder if Fibonacci's work, so I had fibbed this initial run, and then the 1618 fib, the 1 plus golden ratio fib usually gives you a good price target. Look at that. Oh, hit it almost exactly. That's really cool to go back and see. But there's the full movement. Anyway, support starting in around 80 and as wide as 67. That's that gap up off its earnings report back in April. But I think if you believe that the indices are going to sell down, which I do, watch my weekend update, guys. You can get good companies like this at a discount. So let's say you want discount entry and it starts here. I would hunt the bottom of all discount entries, right? And if you miss, that's fine because you can get confirmed. You can get a confirmed read on the way back up. So guys, be in cash, be ready to deploy when stuff drops, right? Do I see silver breaking that zone? Well, it is definitely a possibility. I talked about this in my weekend update because every bounce into the zone, it's the same story with see how the bounces are getting smaller? See, that's forming That's forming a descending triangle, which puts pressure on it to break down. 45 to 49 is the downward target. So certainly there's some plays left in gold and silver, but it's less. So for me, it's a question of, do we hit this 71 zone before we hit 49? No. I think that's the probability is 49 comes before 71. So there you go. What's up, Harsh? Now remember, guys, be on Friday with Crypto John at 11 a.m. over at Alphabet Report. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow those guys. Also, follow my backup account, The Student Alpha. Right, we're posting a lot on there, but Meta is notoriously banning a ton of people, and I'm on their chopping block. I'm already restricted. I can't give you guys any links. Blaine, you're at break even. That's good. FOMOC today, 2 p.m. I'm still not sure if I'm going to do a war room then. Those are very long war rooms. We'll see. Of course. Well, tiny payouts are better than no payouts, Ryan. So let's check my oil trade here. You can see I'm break even. And if I get kicked out at break even and I get a clean signal back up, I'll take it again. Right? But the trade plan here was I had a 50-cent stop loss, $2 price target. I said when it goes 50 cents into the money, I'm going to go break even. Used to do that at $1, right? So argument can be made, I could still be at 50 cents to $1 stop loss, let it break 85 and then go break even. I just played a little tighter with current market conditions. So what do I think about today's interest rates? I think it's going to be a hold. There will not be a cut. Rumor has it there may be a quarter-point raise, but I'm willing to bet that they're going to hold steady, and the tone will be hawkish, right? So what he says afterwards will be important. Also, the markets will move at 2 p.m. when the decision drops. Get about 10 minutes movement, and then it kind of stabilizes, waiting for him to talk, and then it's an hour of just waiting for him to talk, and then a trend develops. And remember, tomorrow, guys, we have PCE, which is one of the metrics they look at. So if we get negative catalyst out of FOMOC, if we get negative catalyst, which we already have with Donald Trump saying we're going to bomb harder, and then bad PC tomorrow, we're going to hit those levels I talked about in my pre-market or my weekend update. Make sure you're cash, guys. You get rich when you deploy cash at or near bottoms, right? All right, guys, so I'm going to head over to my trading war room. If you'd like to join me, you can join my VIP. There's no links in my bio. They've removed them. But if you go over to The Student Alpha, you can get links. And Harsh, we need to put all my links in The Student Alpha. The ones that I have that I had in this one. We only have the Discord link. So, all right, guys, have a good one. I'll be back tomorrow.